Hi, I'm Miss Chris, and I'm super excited. It's finally starting to get warm out. Summer is starting. Stone Pony Summer Stage is open. It is festival and concert season, and I cannot wait. In order to get ready for it, I'm going to show you how to take a t-shirt and turn it into a fringed vest that you can wear with whatever cool, cute thing you're wearing to whatever show you're going to. Have I done this before? No, but I have been modifying t-shirts for at least 25 years now. 25 years. And at one point I did own 100 Ways to Modify a T-Shirt as a book, and started doing that when I was like 12, middle school, and have not stopped. So we're gonna find out how well this goes in real time. Step one, I'm just gonna cut off this hem because it's bulkier than the rest of the shirt. It's gonna change how it hangs. Next, we are going to cut off our sleeves. If you're like, this seems familiar, and it's because that's one of the steps of making any vest. We did that for when I showed you guys how to make the Stranger Things inspired battle vest. And I'm following along with the seam. It gives me like exactly where I want to be. I don't have to guess. And since I'm doing a fringe, I don't want to cut a huge open armpit because then you lose. The more you cut down, the less fringe you get, and I want to do like cool things with my fringe. Alrighty, next I'm going to cut out the neck because I'm planning on doing like something cute and fancy with it. Then flatten the shirt and find the center by measuring from armpit to armpit and then dividing it in half. Make 3 or more dotted lines for the center of the shirt, so that way you can make a straight line and measure from that to cut your shirt evenly in half into a vest. For the fringe, I'm starting 2 inches below the armpit so the vest still has some structural integrity to it. And I'm drawing a line across the shirt so I know not to cut beyond that point. From the center vertical line, I'm using a rotary cutter and a guide to cut the fringe at 1-inch intervals, making sure not to go past the horizontal line. If you don't have a rotary cutter, you can chalk in the lines and then cut them with scissors. I'm pulling on the fringe so that I have extra length to work with, which also curls the ends in so you can't tell if there are any uneven cuts. And finally, I'm using scissors to cut through only the front of the shirt so that I have a vest. You can wear it as is, but I'm going to add a cute diamond pattern. With your fringe, you're going to take the 2 on the end, tie an overhand knot, super simple, and then measure from where you cut. I'm going with 1 inch, that way I can have more diamonds and longer fringe. It's really up to you though. Then I'm moving to our next 2, and I'm going to do the same thing. Overhand knot, so that's just a loop, and you pull the tails through. Row 2, I'm taking one of the first strands and tying a knot 1 inch below the previous knot. Then I'm taking the unused fringe from that knot and 1 piece from the next knot and tying them together 1 inch below the previous knots. I'm going to repeat this pattern all the way around the vest. Row 3, I'm going to repeat the knot pattern with 1 strand from 2 neighboring knots, making sure to include the single strands on the ends. For the trim, I'm shaping the neck so that it flows better and doesn't have a sharp corner by cutting off a triangle from each side. A 1/2 inch from the edge, I'm marking an inch-long line. I'm repeating this every 1/2 inch all the way around the edge of the vest. Once I've made all of my measurements, I'm cutting open the marks that I just made. After everything has been cut, I'm using a crochet hook to pull the fabric above through the one below it. I'm going to repeat this step until I reach the middle of the back. This gives us the appearance of a braid. I then repeat this on the opposite side. On the last strip of fabric, I'm cutting the loop and pulling 1/2 through the loop on the other side. Then I tie the 2 halves together,
You can either cut the strip a little bit longer so you have more to work with, or use a crochet hook to make this easier. My last step is adding pony beads to the bottom and tying a knot to keep them on.